I am Kanta Sini, Assistant Professor in Biyani Group of Colleges. Today my topic is diffraction. What is diffraction? डिफ्रैक्शन में क्या होता है कि जब भी कोई लाइट किसी अवरोधक के शार्प किनारों से टकराती है तो वो उसके ज्यामितीय छाया क्षेत्र में प्रसार कर जाने की घटना को ही डिफ्रैक्शन कहते हैं। जैसा कि यहाँ दिखाया गया है, ये वेव फ्रंट है। वेव फ्रंट अवरोधक की जब इसमें छोटा सा स्लिट होता है तो स्लिट के अवरोधक के किनारों से मुड़ जाती है, जिसकी वजह से और इसके ये जो इसका जो ज्योमेट्रिकल शैडो रीजन है यहाँ पर इसका एक्सपेंशन हो जाता है। तो ये जो घटना है इस तरीके की, इसे डिफ्रैक्शन कहते हैं। नाउ टाइप्स ऑफ डिफ्रैक्शन। डिफ्रैक्शन दो प्रकार के होते हैं, फ्रेस्नेल डिफ्रैक्शन, फ्राउनहोफर डिफ्रैक्शन। इन फ्रेस्नेल डिफ्रैक्शन द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन लाइट सोर्स एंड स्क्रीन इज फाइनाइट, दैट इज कॉल्ड फ्रेस्नेल डिफ्रैक्शन। But in Fraunhofer diffraction, the distance between slit or source and screen is infinite, which is called Fraunhofer diffraction. Now, today we will talk about Fresnel's half-period zones, which is type of Fresnel diffraction. In Fresnel's half-period zones, Fresnel says that we construct a wavefront and we divide it into several spherical wavefronts which has a type of this. इसमें फ्रेस्नेल ने बताया कि हम किसी भी वेवफ्रंट को छोटे छोटे वेवफ्रंट्स के रूप में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, एक स्फेरिकल शेप में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, और जिनसे प्रत्येक स्फेरिकल साइड से पॉइंट P पर जो होगी स्फीयर ऑफ रेडियस इसमें है b प्लस लैम्डा बाई 2, b प्लस ये जो इसकी रेडियस है b प्लस लैम्डा बाई 2, b प्लस 2 लैम्डा बाई 2, b प्लस 3 लैम्डा बाई 2 एंड सो ऑन अप टू n b प्लस n लैम्डा बाई 2. नाउ हियर OM1 R1, OM2 R2, these are intersection to wavefront ABCD. And in these wavefronts, path difference is lambda by 2, phase difference is pi, and time difference is t by 2. Now we will calculate radius of nth half period zone. From geometry of these half period zones, in this we take nth half period zone and n minus 1th half period zone. In this radius of OMn minus 1 is b plus n minus 1 lambda by 2, and radius of OMn1 sphere is b plus n minus lambda by 2. Here from the right angle triangle, MNP square is equal to OMn square plus OP square, and b plus and this value of MNP is b plus n lambda by 2 whole square is equal to Rn square plus Rn square plus b square, and then Rn square is equal to b plus n lambda by 2 whole square minus b square is equal to b square plus n b lambda plus n square lambda square by 4 minus b square n b lambda plus n square lambda square by 4. Here Rn square is equal to n b lambda because lambda is very short, so we can neglecting n square lambda square by 4. Then the term become Rn is equal to root of n b lambda, and Rn is proportional to under root of n, where n is natural number starting from 1, 2, 3. Hence we can see that the radius of half period zone is proportional to under root of natural numbers. We will calculate path difference in consecutive wavelength reaching at zones. Fresnel's half period zones, Fresnel consider that जो तरंगाग्र है उसको हम बहुत सारे छोटे छोटे जोन्स में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, जिनसे उन जोन्स से पॉइंट P पर पहुंचने वाली जो वेव्स हैं उन सभी में पाथ डिफरेंस लैम्डा बाई 2 का होगा या फेज डिफरेंस पाई का होगा। तो इनके लिए हम क्या वेवलेंथ निकालेंगे। द एवरेज डिस्टेंस इज xn इज इक्वल टू pmn प्लस pn माइनस 1 डिवाइडेड बाई 2 इज इक्वल टू हाफ b प्लस n लैम्डा बाई 2 प्लस b प्लस n माइनस 1 लैम्डा बाई 2 इज इक्वल टू b प्लस n लैम्डा बाई 2 प्लस b प्लस n लैम्डा बाई 2 माइनस लैम्डा बाई 2 इज इक्वल टू b प्लस n लैम्डा बाई 2 माइनस लैम्डा बाई 4 b प्लस 2n माइनस 1 lambda by 4. Hence, the path difference will be average sum of these two. Similarly, xn minus 1 is equal to b plus 2n minus 3 lambda by 4, and path difference is equal to xn minus 1 path, which is b and b are cancelled and we get lambda by 2. Hence, lambda by 2 is the path difference between consecutive wavelengths reaching at zones. Now, we will calculate area of nth half period zones. Area for nth half period zones will be, since we know that the shape of zones is spherical, so an is equal to pi rn square minus pi rn minus 1 square. Pi is common, so rn square minus rn minus 1 square. Now, from in previous we have already calculated radius of half period zone, which is nth half period zone radius, n b lambda plus n square lambda square divided by 4 of square root. And for n minus 1 half period zone, radius will be, we will put n minus 1 as b lambda and n as n minus 1 whole square lambda square by 4. Now, area will become an is equal to pi n b lambda plus n square lambda square by 4 minus n minus 1 b lambda minus n minus 1 whole square lambda square by 4. Now, here n b lambda are cancelled. Here b lambda will remaining n square lambda square by 2 and minus lambda square by 4 is equal to pi is the common, b lambda plus 2 and minus 1 lambda square by 4. As we know that lambda square is very small, so we can neglect the term lambda square. So, the area will become nb lambda. So, area of nth half period zone is nb lambda. The next subtopic of Fresnel's half period zones is resultant amplitude due to half period zones at pole P. This point P is called pole. In this, we have half period zones के बारे में, जैसे कि हमने पहले बताया है कि फ्रेस्नेल ने किसी भी वेव फ्रंट माना कि किसी भी वेव फ्रंट को हम जोन्स में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, जिनके कारण पॉइंट P पर पहुंचने वाली वेव्स के बीच में पथांतर या पाथ डिफरेंस लैम्डा बाय 2 होता है. Now, amplitude depends on E0 is the amplitude. This is depend on area of zone. X is the average distance and inversely proportional to the average distance. Third, on phase of waves. Fourth, amplitude is proportional to nb lambda 1 plus cos theta and b plus 2n minus 1 lambda by 4. that is, as theta n increases, amplitude will decrease. So amplitude of first half period zones will be maximum, and consequently further amplitude of further waves will be in decreasing order, and E0 n will be more small. Now from this, resultant amplitude will be E01, that is which is amplitude of first half period zones, minus E02, which is amplitude of second half period zone, plus E03, which is amplitude of third half period zone, minus E04, which is amplitude of fourth half period zones, and so on up to E0n, which is nth amplitude of nth half period zones. Here we see that E01 is positive and E02 is negative, and so on. This is due to because the part फ्रेजनेल ने यह माना कि जो तरंगाग्र है उनके जो तरंगाग्र है उनके द्वारा जो जोन्स बनाए गए हैं उनमें पॉइंट P पर पहुंचने वाली वेव्स के बीच में पाथ डिफरेंस λ/2 होगा और फेज डिफरेंस होगा पाई। अगर पाथ डिफरेंस λ/2 होता है तो फेज डिफरेंस पाई होता है। तो फेज डिफरेंस पाई होने की वजह से नेक्स्ट जो एम्पलीट्यूड है वो रिवर्स हो जाएगा, उसकी जो डायरेक्शन है उसका जो फेज है वो रिवर्स हो जाएगा पिछले वाले एम्पलीट्यूड के, एंड सिमिलरली इट विल रिवर्स। तो थर्ड एम्पलीट्यूड विल बी पॉजिटिव एंड fourth amplitude, that is E04, will be negative due to phase difference of pi. Now E02 is equal to E01 plus E03 by 2. E04 is equal to E03 plus E05 by 2. E06 is equal to E05 plus E07 by 2. This is my first equation. From equation 1, the resultant amplitude will be E01 by 2. Now we substitute these values in equation first, and equation first will become E01 by 2 is plus E01 by 2 minus E02 plus E03 by 2 plus E03 by 2 minus E04 plus E05 by 4, and so on for nth half period zone E04 by E0n by 4, and all the amplitudes are cancelled due to opposite phase, and the first and the last term will remaining E01 by 2 plus minus 1 power n minus 1 E0n by 2. If zones are even, then E0 is equal to the resultant amplitude is equal to E01 by 2 minus E01 n by 2, and so on. If zones are odd, then E0 is equal to E01 by 2 plus E0n by 2. As we know that as theta n increases, amplitude will decrease. So we can neglect E0n, which is the last amplitude. So the resultant amplitude will become E01 by 2. So here we see that the resultant amplitude depends on only first half period zones. Since intensity is proportional to amplitude square, so intensity at point P will be proportional to E01 by 2 square, or I is proportional to E01 square divided by 4. My next topic is Fresnel's diffraction due to circular aperture. In this, the light source S, and this is the screen, and this is circular aperture. the light is incident on this aperture, and since we know that the light is propagate in rectilinear direction, so the region from G to F will be illuminated, and the region above G and the region below F will be dark, and only the region G to F will be illuminated. In this intensity at axial, we will calculate intensity at axial point P. At P, intensity will be E0 square, which is E0 is the amplitude, E0 square at point P amplitude will be E0 is equal to E01 minus E02. E02 is the amplitude of second half period zone, and negative sign shows that the phase difference between these two amplitude is pi. Mathematical explanation of this: let SO is equal to A and OP is equal to B, and the radius OA is equal to R square is equal to RS square is equal to AB by A plus B n lambda, A plus B upon AB is equal to n lambda by R square is equal to 1 upon B plus 1 upon A is equal to n lambda over R square, and 1 upon B is equal to n lambda over R square. Since A is infinite, so this term will be equal to 0. Hence, we see that intensity at axial point P is 1 upon B is equal to n lambda over R square. This is the Fresnel expression for Fresnel's diffraction due to circular aperture. Thank you for watching.